In Q2 of 2023, it is estimated that there's over 9 million Amazon sellers, and over 89% of those third-party Amazon sellers are profitable. But a lot of you are wondering how to make profit or why your business is not working. So if we run the math, most Amazon FBA third-party sellers are profitable. There are some outliers, such as PharmaPacks, who went out of business as one of the largest Amazon FBA sellers this year. However, there is a lot of ways and a lot of reasons as to why your business is not working. And the number one reason is a lot of it is on you.
Me? No.
A lot of the things that you're doing are not actually pushing your business forward to make you money long-term with Amazon FBA. The number one skill that's involved in this business, whether you're doing wholesale, OA, RA, private label, it's in sourcing. You need to find profitable products or find opportunities that you could purchase products that you could buy for less and sell for more. This business is not rocket science. You need to be purchasing products for lower and selling them for higher. It's a tried and true business model that has been a thing for decades and hundreds of years. That's how all businesses run. The reason that yours might not be working is because you haven't spent the time to actually learn how to source. Something that I've spent a lot of time trying to emphasize is the fact that setting sourcing goals can be super helpful and beneficial to your business long term. If you can find a way to set sourcing goals, you'll be able to basically set out how much money you want to spend over any given month for your business, divide that up, divided by how many days that you want to work, and actually stick to it. The second thing that you need to really focus on, and this is a new topic now, is actually setting relationships specifically for wholesale. A lot of you are looking at wholesale the complete wrong way. You are coming from other business models such as RA and OA, where there's a lot larger margin. With wholesale, it's getting pretty competitive. And the thing is, you're not going to be able to build a relationship with a wholesaler by spending the MOQ one time. A lot of you think that you're going to get 10, 15, 20% of a discount on a wholesale order before you've ever done business with a company before, and that's just not true.
Doesn't work that way.
It's not going to happen. It doesn't work that way. If you want to actually do long-term business with these wholesalers, you need to put an emphasis on the relationship. It's not all about you. It's about what you can do with the company. Meaning, when you first submit an order, don't ask for a discount. When you first submit an order, don't bother them for a $10 reimbursement on one broken product. You want to emphasize the fact that this is going to be a long-term relationship with this wholesaler, that you're going to work with them for the next 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, whatever it may be.
You're trying to get to know me better.
If you want to do that and be profitable and long-term, you have to think about it long-term like a business owner and not be a pain, basically, of a customer to this wholesaler. You have to remember that these reps that you're working with, they don't make a ton of commission on your order. They're not making 15% commission on your order. They might make 1 or 2%. They're not making $3,000 on a $6,000 order. They might make $30, $40, $50, maybe $100. They have to do volume to make money with the way that the rep business model works. In order for you to long-term do well with them, you need to spend the time building the relationship with your rep, seeing how they work, seeing how they operate. And sometimes you're even going to have to be able to place break-even or lower profit orders in order to make your relationship last longer or for a longer period of time. If you only look at the first order as how much profit can you make right off the bat, you're never going to make profit with this business. And the last reason that your business isn't working is because you're not building systems that allow you to scale. If you're a one-man operation just getting into wholesale, you need to be able to step-by-step break the things down that you're doing in order to scale long-term. You can't do all the sourcing, do all the product research, do all the supplier research, call the suppliers, prep the products, doing all those things. It's not going to work long-term. You have to pick the things that you want to be working on long-term, and as you want to set out to scale, you need to outsource some of the other work that's going to go on within this business. For example, if you want to grow your wholesale business, you might think about hiring a VA to do some product catalog sourcing for you. Or you might want to work with a prep center, so that way you don't have to worry about actually prepping the products, and you can strictly focusing on sourcing, which is the direct drive of revenue to your business. If you're thinking about it the other way and trying to do everything yourself, you'll be able to get pretty far, but you're not going to be able to do it forever. And there is a reason why I said go for a prep center rather than a warehouse, because you're adding in a whole nother business into that. If you have a warehouse now, you have to deal with employees and insurance and all those different things, compared to you can just focus on your products have to get stickered, bundled, and prepped and sent out to Amazon regardless. It's a lot easier to have that peace of mind that you send it somewhere, you don't have to worry about it, it's going to Amazon, you check in, you pay your bill, you're done. Compared to actually dealing with the stickering, dealing with the bundles, all that stuff. It is a lot more to handle, especially as somebody that's been running a warehouse now for almost 2 years. It's a lot more work that way compared to Prep Center. And if I were to do it all over again, it could be an option that I would heavily try to explore and I know for a fact I would have saved money long term. So overall, if you're having issues with your wholesale business, you really need to take into account the things that are going to drive revenue and profits and make you money. Nickel and diming wholesalers is not going to make you money long term. You have to think about the relationship over a long period of time. It's not a one transaction thing. It's a multiple transactions where you're placing orders on a weekly, monthly, quarterly basis with these vendors. Doing it one time is not going to help you out long term, and it's not going to make you the most money. It just doesn't work that way. The next thing that you really need to take into account is the fact that you need to systematize this business to help you long term. If you can't do that, you're never going to get anywhere. And if you are having trouble systemizing or systematizing, whatever the word may be,
that's not a real word.
You need to focus on building out what are the steps I'm doing, what are the things that I'm spending all my time on, what do I need to do to drive revenue, what am I doing that's not really driving revenue, and you really need to spend the time working on sourcing, because that is the number one way that you'll make money with this business long term. And everything else is pretty much irrelevant because it can be done by basically anybody. So if you have more questions about how you can make your business that might not be working right now grow, scale, and profit, click the link down below and join our Amazon FBA free community where you can connect with both 4, 5, 6, and 7-figure Amazon FBA sellers, get your questions answered, and network with other like-minded individuals to help you scale and make money long term. That's it for this video, and thank you for your business.